Who's taking home the light heavyweight title at UFC 313? Will it be Alex Pereira or Magomed Ankalaev? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
Oh man, that one's risky. And if Magomed comes out there and he tries to strike with Alex Pereira, which I feel like he might, then it's going to be, I think, a bad night for him. But if he comes out and wrestles him, zaps his arms, forces him, maybe gets takedowns, not to just hold him down and not to just ride him, but take him down, make him work up. Take him down, make him work up. Put him against the fence, pin his arms, take a little bit of explosiveness out of his arms. I think Magomed could win, but I'm pushing for Alex Pereira to win.
Do you think Pereira wins, though?
I think it depends on Magomed's game plan. And again, we were sitting next to Alex Pereira at the last UFC, and his fists are as big as my head. His fists are as big as my head. He's got like these big wrists and these big joints. Like, you can see why he thuds so hard. So one shot from Pereira and the whole thing can change. So I think Pereira's going to win.
What's the date of the fight?
March 8th. It's that 313 card. It's the main event.
Okay. I'm going Alex, man. I definitely think Magomed could get it done, or whatever his name. I think he could get it done with his wrestling, but what I saw with him against Jan Blachowicz. I'm just not impressed with him, man. I actually thought Jan won the fight. I'm just not impressed with him. I think Alex could get it done. If you tell me that he takes Alex down and rides him out for 4 rounds, I could see it, but I'm picking Alex.
Oh man, I stopped going against Pereira a long time ago. I think he can beat anybody. Doesn't matter if it's a wrestler or a striker. It's hard to go against Alex, so I would just pick Alex. But it's a tough fight. I think it's his toughest fight up to date.
I mean, Ankalaev can win this fight so easily, but I'm sure everyone's seen the interview where he talks about how he's going to knock him out. So that doesn't give me much hope. But if he just goes out and wrestles, I think he can beat Pereira relatively easily.
Okay. Well, he doesn't really wrestle that much. I guess he has wrestling, but he does. It seemed like, for example, in the Rakic fight, I think he just stood and traded with him. But you're right. Like, if he decides to do that against Pereira, that's probably a terrible idea, right?
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how that one goes. But yeah. Do you think Ankalaev can beat him, or do you think Pereira will still have his number? Because the fight starts standing, right? So.
I think if Ankalaev tries to strike with him, I think Pereira will beat him. Will probably knock him out. But if he grapples him, I think he can easily beat Pereira.
What do you think's more likely to happen?
I mean, based on his interview, I'd say he's going to stand and trade with him, unless he's just saying that, which I would give him kudos for that. Just to sell the fight and go out and make everyone pissed.
Ooh, I think of Pereira.
Man, I'm a big fan of Pereira, so I gotta go with him.
Alex Pereira.
He's gonna knock him out with the left hook.
That's a good one. I see Ankalaev being the winner there. But once again, it's an interesting fight, right? Because Ankalaev has a different skill set as well. He can strike, but also he can grapple. Alex Pereira has his skill set. So we'll see. It's an interesting dynamic because Ankalaev is also a big guy. That's not like someone who's small for the weight division. That's a big guy. He fits right into that 205 category. So we'll see.
It kind of depends on Magomed, to be honest, because if he's been saying he wants to stand up with Pereira, I mean, you're standing up with a world champion kickboxer. I still think even in that department, he is a great threat, but I just don't think that's his most efficient path to victory. So if he decides to stand, it's 50-50. Or I would lean to, or not even that, I would lean towards Pereira. If he mixes it up and it's the fight it's supposed to be for Ankalaev, I think he wins. Final pick, Ankalaev by decision.
Man, I don't know. I've seen so I've actually done some cross training at Extreme Couture, and this was like a year and a half ago or so. It was a while ago, but I saw Ankalaev, kind of spar in person, and he's a scary dude, man. That's such a toss up. I mean, prior fights want to tell me Pereira, but I don't know, man. That's a tough one to call. I'm a big fan of both of those guys.